Hello, this is Bryonika Goodman, and today I'm going to go over, these are my 14 books that I pick out of the, representing the 7 elements of art. My first one is going to be, the first two will be about the lines. The first one is Annie the Donut, written and illustrated by Lori Keller. This book uses lines to show texture. Right here is texture, and also the sprinkles show texture, and on the plate is texture too. The lines help with giving details of the characters, such as the lines on the donut, also on the man's face, as like the beard is like the hair. For book 2, is called The Tooth, written by Evie Stricknick, illustrated by Masson Gillett. In this book, the illustrator uses the lines to help with the settings and giving details to the characters. You can see in the lines on the building, it helps make it look like the streets is covered with tall buildings. So like here's the tall buildings, and then also the here too, lines. See the lines in the mom and the daughter here helping to put details to them. So here's the lines and with the daughters here. And that is for the first 2 books about the lines. The next 2 books used color. Color's Sandwich, written by Debbie Harmon, illustrated by Shelley Bailey. This book uses both primary and secondary colors to show texture. You can see this in all of color sandwich. In the sandwich, see the different colors of the green, like the pickles and the jalapenos, I think. She also uses dark red to show that of her tongue, inside of her mouth. This house shows the details of the characters. The next book on colors is The Evers and the Shoemaker, written by Brothers Grimm, illustrated by Jim Launich. This book uses color to help give details of the characters. Look at the colors used to show the cheeks. Here's like the red is showing that it's real cheeks on their face, and also the white and gray colors for his hair. So like the beard, and that you could tell that they're old people. My next 2 books are about show value. When a Dragon Moves In, written by Judy Moore, illustrated by Howard McWilliam. In this book, they use color and volume to show the settings. On this page, you can see they used a shadow, using shadows, like right here, the man's shadow, and then the dragon's tail. Use shadow to help show it was a sunny day at the beach. So the shadows again. This helps you show the value. The next one is Emily Pie, written by Drake Munson, illustrated by Tara Colin King. This book they use the color of dark red to show Emily's feelings. So like the cherries are dark red. With the different bold colors show the mood of the story. You can see the dark red in the pie. Also on the tablecloth, and the shadowing of the cherries make it look like it is in volume. It has volume. So the red cherries, the dark cherries, and on the red tablecloth. My next two books is about shape. Somebody Loves You, Mr. Hatch, written by Elian Spinelli, illustrated by Paul Yazam. In this book, they use shape to help show the mood. In this book, the heart candy shows the love from Mr. Hatch. So here's the heart right here. And then Mr. Hatch, to his co-workers, they also use half moon for his mouth. The moon right here for his mouth shows that he is happy. So he's smiling in it. The next book on shapes is Hey, That's My Monster, illustrated by Amanda Knoll, written by Amanda Rowe, illustrated by Howard Mackwell. Here's the book. In this book, they used shapes to help set the mood on the page. You can see the sharp edges of the triangles. Show that he's scary with the triangles on his teeth and ears. These sharp edges are supposed to be more scary than the others monsters were. That is it for the shape books. My other two are the next two books will be shown from form. And it is this one. A Bad Case of Strep, written and illustrated by David Schumann. In this book, they have many places they use form, such as shadowing when Colleen is laying in bed, but on this page she is part of the wall. So there's her eye, and here's her eye, and this is the picture frames are her eyes, and the lamp is her nose. Her eyes are the pictures on the wall that are also shadowing above them to make them feel 3D. So she's laying in bed, and these are the pictures that are in front of her laying on her bed to make it 3D. The next book is As Fast as the Word Could Fly, written by Pamela Tuck, illustrated by Eric Vesling. This book is used color a lot of shows form, using the contrast between light and dark colors. It also uses shadow to help bring out form of the book, making everything feel real, help with the characters and settings. They use color to help with the settings within the colors. They use value that helps create the form. On this page, they use the green for the trees to show that it's outside, and the blue sky also to show that it's outside. And brown to show the inside of the bus. So this part is the inside of the bus. That's on for form. My next two books is about texture. Library Lion, written by Michael Kanson, illustrated by Kevin Hicks. This book shows texture clearly when talking about the lion. The shadow to make the fur of the lion's how softness. So the fur of the lions shows the texture to see how soft it is. The softness of the lions here makes the lion appear more friendly than most lions. So again, the bay around the lion's face shows the texture. The next texture book is Brave Ivy, Written and illustrated by William Stye. The setting of this book was clear that it was a cold and snowy day. They used the white circles all over the page to show it was snowing. So if you kind of can see, but those little white circles that it shows that it's snowing outside. They used the white circles all over the page to show it is snowing. They also used different shades of color on the dress to make it look like it is texture. So like the green is probably texture too. The pink, the dark pink is texture. And that is it for the texture books. The next two books is the shape. The last two books show space. The House That Jane Built, written by Toria Lee Stone, illustrated by Kira Brown. This book shows space in several different ways, but on this page you can see Jane. Who's Jane? Jane is in the very back small, and the poor people in the front are large. So she's small, and these are the poor people up in the front. At this time, the illustrator is showing that the poor people are more important than Jane. This helps set the mood of the book. So again, the poor people are the big, and Jane is the little one in the carrier on the very back. That is done for that one, and also one more last space book. The Snippy Alligator did not ask to be in the book. Written by Julie Factor, illustrated by Tim Miller. This illustrator uses the dark, bold lines to show place with items up close or far away. He also uses moments on the page, such as all the people looking directly at the alligator in the store. So they're all looking at the alligator as well. And that is all for my 14 books that I had to do with represented. Thank you for watching. Again, Bryonika Goodman.